Yes, Muslims around the world today, including Sweden, celebrates Eid al-Fitr to mark the end of Ramadan. The Muslim population of Sweden is estimated to be around 500,000 or 5% of the population.
And you might be wondering, how is the celebration like over there? So, joining live with us now, live from Stockholm, Sweden, His Excellency Kamapradipta Isnomo, Indonesian Ambassador to Sweden. Your Excellency, first of all, Eid Mubarak, Selamat Idul Fitri, mohon maaf lahir dan batin for you and also your family, and also for our fellow brothers, Indonesian brothers and sisters there. But we want to know, how's the situation during Eid prayers today in Sweden?
First of all, Eid Mubarak to you, Hans and Karina in studio. And I must say that the festivity of Idul Fitri this year is very festive and it's very warm and welcoming, because even though it is not a national holiday in Sweden, but nevertheless we have approximately 500 of our nationals and diaspora who are attending the Eid celebration today, and this was done very solemnly. It's also an event where everyone can get together and see each other, and also to catch up after not seeing each other for, I would say, 1 year.
Wow, that sure is a while, Your Excellency. And you mentioned the Indonesian nationals as well as the Indonesian diaspora in Sweden. Can you maybe tell us a bit more about the Indonesian diaspora in Sweden and how many of them are there? And typically we know that there are different sorts of celebrations in different countries in the Indonesian embassy, but what is it like there in Stockholm?
Well, as you know, there are approximately 1,500 Indonesian citizens as well as diaspora who are residing in Sweden. And the diaspora who are in Sweden have been living here in Sweden since the 1970s, and most of them are already Swedish citizens. They have sons and daughters and children. Nevertheless, being that long away from Indonesia, they still have interaction and relations with any event related to Indonesia. And every time we celebrate Fitr or any other religious festivity, we always invite them, and as a way for us to maintain good relations, good harmony.
Oh, that's like very heartwarming when we hear about the celebration away from home. But also in this situation of geopolitics and also the situations of the world at the moment, Your Excellency, is there any certain theme of the sermon or khutbah during the Eid prayer, or probably is there any certain theme being echoed by the embassy to Indonesian citizens in Sweden or the diaspora?
Well, the theme is Idul Fitri. As always, we like to and understanding between Asian nations and diaspora. One particular message that I pointed out today during the Fitri is that since we just had our general election this year in February 2024, I have appealed all the nationals and diaspora to move forward, to go ahead and proceed with whichever and whatever results have been produced by electors back home and also here in Sweden. And with that regard, I maintain and I emphasize the need to stand united and to focus to whatever they are doing, whether they are students, whether they are professionals, and whether they are diaspora, to focus whatever they are doing to improve Indonesia, to bring Indonesia to a different level, which is Indonesia that is prosperous and also successful.
Wow, what a great message indeed.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that, Your Excellency. And I think one of the things that people, even over here, get excited most about is food. The cuisines that we share during Idul Fitri. Can you maybe share with us a little bit about the traditional dishes provided by the Indonesian citizens who live there?
Well, this is always a unique event to provide Indonesian cuisine. It's always difficult and a challenge to satisfy the demand of our nationals here when it comes to Idul Fitri. I must say we are quite envious when we look at our brothers and sisters having their feast back home. But nevertheless, we do our best to provide everything based in our competence and also ability. So the menu, of course, is ayam opor with ketupat and lontong and rendang daging and sambal balado telur. And for the sweets, condiments, we provided kue lapis, kue sosis solo. And for the dessert, we provided kolak.
Ooh.
And also some sweets, which is almost like chendol. I would say chendol wannabe.
Chendol wannabe.
Despite, but at least it's enough to satisfy their longing from their families back home.
That's actually one of the things that has been quite being missed when you're actually abroad. But okay, probably the last question before we say goodbye to Your Excellency. Do you have any special message from you as the ambassador of Indonesia in Sweden, representing the Indonesian diaspora and also citizens there to our brothers and sisters who are watching at the moment?
Well, my message is simple. Stand united, remain united, and continue to safeguard the foundations of our nationhood. Sometimes it's always been neglected or overlooked, but there are a lot of wisdom contained in our philosophy of Pancasila and also the preamble of our Constitution. And for them specifically who are residing here, I continue to appeal to them that they are also ambassadors here, not just myself. Their job here is also to bring positive image, a positive reputation of Indonesia in Sweden.
Your Excellency, thank you so much for sharing all the things that happen in Stockholm, Sweden during this Eid celebration. And also, once again, we want to wish you Eid Mubarak, Selamat Idul Fitri, Mohon maaf lahir batin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.